Chapter 1. An Introduction to the Flexitarian Diet. What is it? The flexitarian diet is relatively new, so you may find yourself wondering what it entails. The word flexitarian is the marriage of two words, vegetarian and flexible. Before you worry, no, you won't have to go full vegetarian on this diet. The beauty of the flexitarian diet is that it is truly flexible and was created to give you the benefits of a vegetarian diet without having to give up meat. You can reap the benefits associated with being a vegetarian while still mowing down on a steak or burger from time to time. Studies examining the results of the flexitarian diet have found that it helps participants to lose weight, improve overall health, and lowers the risk of diabetes, cancer, and heart disease. The flexitarian diet is a style of eating that will encourage the dieter to eat mostly plant-based foods, but it does still allow for eating meat and other animal products in moderation. This is a great diet for people that want to eat more nutritious food, see health benefits, and lose weight but aren't ready to give up animal products. The flexitarian diet was created by dietitian Dawn Jackson Blattner in 2009 to help people have a more flexible and healthy diet. In a vegan diet, you would be expected to eliminate all animal products. In a vegetarian diet, you would be expected to cut out meat. The flexitarian diet is revolutionary in the sense it will provide you with the same health benefits while being less restrictive and more flexible. This diet is also unique in the sense that it isn't as limiting as other diets. There are no strict rules on how many calories you should consume or what number of macronutrients you need. Instead, it's more of a lifestyle than what society has come to know as a diet. The flexitarian diet builds itself around concepts. You'll want to try and adhere to them to see the benefits of the regime. Follow these steps and you're on your way to being a full-fledged flexitarian. Reduce the amount of processed foods that you intake. Try to eat foods in their most natural form. Eat mostly fruits, veggies, legumes, and whole grains. Get a majority of your protein from plant sources rather than animals. Limit added sugar and sweets. Remember, you can be flexible on this diet. If you are craving meat, you can incorporate it into your diet from time to time, but remember, moderation is key. Chapter 2. Health Benefits of the Flexitarian Diet. Humans are omnivorous by nature, but we choose our diet based off of what we enjoy eating, our morals, or what food is available. The flexitarian diet is relatively new, but research suggests that there are benefits of a mixed diet. The consumption of fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grain items produce an abundance of health benefits when less processed meals are consumed. Many studies suggest that just cutting out meat isn't enough, and that excluding meat alone doesn't offer many health benefits. Instead, it's important to reduce salt, sugar, and processed foods to really see health benefits and weight loss. Many studies have proven that the intake of high amounts of plant-based foods is directly proportional to a lower risk of stroke and heart disease. Plant foods have rich quantities of mono and polyunsaturated fatty acids, antioxidants, minerals, vitamins, high number of fibers, phytochemicals, and plant proteins, meaning that eating more plant-based foods is really, really good for you. Studies have shown that vegetarian diets are often associated with lower blood pressure. Vegetarian diets better control blood pressure, and it helps to remain in the normal range. Since this diet is somewhat new, many studies look at the benefits of vegetarian and/or vegan diets to better understand how the flexitarian diet may be good for the human body. Studies that access the risk of heart disease found that vegetarians had a 32% lower risk of heart disease than non-vegetarians. This can most likely be explained by the fact that vegetarian diets are rich in fiber and antioxidants that reduce blood pressure and increase good cholesterol. Studies also showed that vegetarians had an average systolic blood pressure about 7 points lower than those that ate meat. Plant-based diets are often associated with weight loss as well, and shows that a diet consisting of mostly plant-based foods helps most to shed pounds. While there is no strict restriction on caloric intake on this diet, it does limit high calorie and processed foods that often lead to weight gain. Plant foods are often naturally lower in calorie. The flexitarian diet may also be good for the environment. You won't just be helping yourself with this diet, but you'll be helping the planet too. Reducing consumption of meats and other animal productions can help to preserve natural resources by decreasing greenhouse gas emissions, as well as reducing land and water use. A study showed that switching from a regular Western diet to flexitarian eating, where meat is partially replaced by plant foods, could decrease greenhouse gas emissions by 7%. In the long run, you'll be helping to save our planet while still reaping the benefits of this flexible and sustainable diet. The best part of the flexitarian diet is that there is still an abundance of protein, so you often feel full and satisfied. Flexitarians can still enjoy eating peas, beans, seeds, nuts, and lentils as sources of protein. Lentils and beans have been shown to lower cholesterol levels in the body, while nuts and seeds are rich in polyunsaturated fats, which are good for your heart health and supply the body with needed fatty acids. The flexitarian diet offers an abundance of health benefits from weight loss to reducing the risk of heart disease, diabetes, cancer, and high blood pressure. If you're looking for a diet that is truly going to make you healthier, this is the one. The flexitarian diet is not a fad diet or one that is as strict or restricting as others, but it's still going to make you feel and look great. We could discuss the health benefits all day long, but instead, it's more important to discuss how to implement this diet into your life. This book will provide you with all the tools needed for a successful transition into the flexitarian diet, as well as recipes, tips, and a meal plan for guaranteed success. Chapter 3. What foods can I eat on the flexitarian diet? The main thing to remember on the flexitarian diet is that you will eat a majority of plant-based products while still having some animal products in moderation. You will want to do your best to eat foods in their most natural form, reduce the amount of processed foods you eat, limit animal products, and try to cut sugar from your diet as much as possible. Proteins you can eat regularly: soybeans, tofu, tempeh, lentils, legumes. Proteins you can eat in moderation: chicken, fish, turkey. While a flexitarian can continue to eat animal products, it's important to remember that the key to this diet is consuming mostly plant-based products and then eating the occasional animal product. When choosing what meats to eat on this diet, it's important to remember that not all meat products are created equal. The best meat products to choose from are lean meats like chicken, turkey, or fish. This does not mean that a flexitarian dieter cannot eat steak or pork, but it's best to eat them in moderation. Non-starchy veggies you can eat regularly: Brussels sprouts, green beans, carrots, cauliflower, spinach, bell peppers, lettuce. Starchy veggies you can eat regularly: peas, corn, sweet potato, potatoes, squash. Fruits you can eat regularly: apples, cherries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, oranges, grapes. Fruits you can eat in moderation: pineapple, grapefruit, mangoes, peaches. Flexitarians can definitely eat fruit, but it's important to remember that fruit can be very high in natural sugar. This is not to say you need to rule it out on this diet, but try to make fruits that are low in sugar your go-to fruity snack. For instance, berries have less sugar than tropical fruits and therefore should be eaten more regularly on this diet. Whole grains that you can eat regularly: buckwheat, farro, quinoa, coconut flour, almond flour, teff, brown rice. Nuts, seeds, and healthy fats you can eat regularly: peanut butter, walnuts, almonds, cashews, pistachios, avocados, coconut, olives, chia seeds. Dairy, aka plant-based milk alternatives you can drink regularly: coconut milk, almond milk, rice milk, soy milk, hemp milk. Plant-based milk alternatives are allowed on the diet. Just remember to look for unsweetened versions, as too much added sugar is a no-go. Condiments you can eat regularly: salsa, mustard, ketchup with no added sugar, coconut aminos, reduced sodium soy sauce, apple cider vinegar. For sauce, just remember to limit how much sugar you are consuming. As long as it doesn't have a ton of added sugar and/or salt, it's probably safe to use on this diet. Beverages you can drink regularly: water, tea and coffee, drinks with no added sugar. Animal products that are your best choices for when you're craving them: eggs, poultry, fish, organic red meat, organic dairy products. Chapter 4. What foods to avoid on the flexitarian diet. No foods are specifically banned while on the flexitarian diet, but that doesn't mean that you should eat anything if you want to see real results. This diet is all about eating fewer animal products and making healthy and smart choices. Foods you should limit on this diet: animal protein. While allowed in moderation, try to limit your intake of chicken, turkey, red meat, pork, and even fish when possible. Processed grains. Avoid white pasta, bagels, croissants, white bread, and white rice when on this diet and opt for whole grains instead. Processed meats. It's probably of your best interest to avoid eating processed meats altogether if you can. This would include meats such as bacon, bologna, hot dogs, sausage. Added sugars and sweets. Donuts, cakes, candy, soda, cookies, syrups, anything overloaded with sugar should be avoided at all costs. Fast food and overly processed foods. Fries, chicken nuggets, milkshakes, burgers, pastries, chips. Animal fats. Butter, whole milk, and cream. Opt for plant-based alternatives instead. Sugary or alcoholic beverages. Soda, flavored coffees with added syrups. For alcohol, moderate your intake. No more than 1 drink per day for women or 2 drinks for men. However, it is recommended that you do not consume alcohol on a daily basis on the flexitarian diet. Chapter 5. Week meal plan with recipes. Sunday, breakfast: cinnamon apple bites. Lunch, lemon avocado salad. Dinner, pumpkin chili. Monday, breakfast: breakfast parfait. Lunch, hummus and veggie sandwich. Dinner, quick salsa, baked bean bowl. Tuesday, breakfast: peanut butter protein oats. Lunch, lemon avocado salad. Dinner, pumpkin chili. Wednesday, breakfast: breakfast parfait. Lunch, hummus and veggie sandwich. Dinner, pumpkin chili. Thursday, breakfast: Greek yogurt with blueberries and honey. Lunch, quick salsa baked bean bowl. Dinner, penne with black olives. Friday, breakfast: cinnamon apple bites. Lunch, penne with black beans. Dinner, quick salsa baked bean bowl. Saturday, breakfast: Greek yogurt with blueberries and honey. Lunch, hummus and veggie sandwich. Dinner, lemon avocado salad. Enjoy! Meal plan recipes. Breakfast: cinnamon apple bites. Per serving, 81 calories, 21.6 grams carbs, 2.8 grams fiber, 0.2 grams fat, 0.5 grams protein. Ingredients. Ingredients scaled to 2 servings. 2 medium apples, 1 teaspoon cinnamon. Directions. Directions are based on the original recipe of 1 serving. 1. Cut up apple, with or without skin, your choice, into bite-sized chunks. 2. Put the chopped apple into a container with a lid. Example, an empty margarine container. 3. Sprinkle on the cinnamon, put the lid onto the container, and gently shake so cinnamon covers the apple. 4. Eat and enjoy immediately. Breakfast parfait. Per serving, 333 calories, 43.9 grams carbs, 4.8 grams fiber, 6.5 grams fat, 27.6 grams protein. Ingredients. Ingredients scaled to 1 bowl. 8 ounces non-fat Greek yogurt, half cup blueberries, half cup halves strawberries, quarter cup granola with almonds. Directions. Directions are based on the original recipe of 1 bowl. 1. Mix in bowl. 2. Enjoy. Greek yogurt with blueberries, walnuts, and honey. Per serving, 405 calories, 18.4 grams carbs, 3 grams fiber, 30.6 grams fat, 17.7 grams protein. Ingredients. Ingredients scaled to 1 serving. Quarter cup blueberries, 1 teaspoon honey, quarter cup chopped walnuts, half cup Greek yogurt. Directions. Directions are based on the original recipe of 1 serving. 1. Mix the ingredients together and enjoy. Peanut butter protein oats. Per serving, 390 calories, 32.6 grams carbs, 5.2 grams fiber, 13.9 grams fat, 35.7 grams protein. Ingredients. Ingredients scaled to 1 serving. Quarter cup oats, 1 scoop 30 grams whey protein powder, half cup water, 1 1/4 tablespoons peanut butter. Directions. Directions are based on the original recipe of 1 serving. 1. Put oats and protein powder in a microwavable bowl. Add water and mix well. Heat for about 2 minutes, stir well and add peanut butter. Mix well and enjoy. Lunch. Hummus and veggie sandwich. Per serving, 266 calories, 37.9 grams carbs, 8.2 grams fiber, 8 grams fat, 13 grams protein. Ingredients. Ingredients scaled to 1 sandwich. Quarter cup hummus, 2 slices whole wheat bread, 1 slice medium 1/4 inch thick tomatoes, 1 cup slices cucumber, 1 leaf outer lettuce. Directions. Directions are based on the original recipe of 1 sandwich. 1. Spread hummus onto a slice of bread, top with sliced tomato, cucumber, and lettuce. Finish with remaining slice of bread and enjoy. Lemon avocado salad. Per serving, 334 calories, 20 grams carbs, 14.2 grams fiber, 29.6 grams fat, 4.6 grams protein. Ingredients. Ingredients scaled to 1 serving. 1/16 medium, 2.5 inch diameter onions, 5.5 grams. 3/8 medium whole, 2 to 3 5-inch diameter tomatoes, 49.2 grams. 1 fruit avocados, 201 grams. 3/8 tablespoon lemon juice, 6 grams. Directions. Directions are based on the original recipe of 5 servings. 1. Chop onion, tomato, and avocado. Toss gently together. Pour lemon juice over the top and mix gently once more. Serve and enjoy. Quick salsa baked bean bowl. Per serving, 313 calories, 42.8 grams carbs, 10.9 grams fiber, 11 grams fat, 11 grams protein. Ingredients. Ingredients scaled to 1 cup. 3/4 cup baked or black beans, 1.5 tablespoons salsa, 1/2 tablespoon sour cream. Directions. Directions are based on the original recipe of 2 cups. 1. Heat baked beans in the microwave, add salsa and sour cream, eat alone or as a dip. Penne with black beans. Per serving, 264 calories, 47.6 grams carbs, 6.3 grams fiber, 3.4 grams fat, 15 grams protein. Ingredients. Ingredients scaled to 2 servings. 3 3/16 ounces whole wheat pasta, 16 canned tomatoes, 3/8 cup canned black beans, 3/8 package 10-ounce spinach, 3 3/16 tablespoon Parmesan cheese. Directions. Directions are based on the original recipe of 5 servings. 1. Cook pasta according to package directions. Any type will work, but penne is ideal. 2. In large saucepan, combine the tomatoes and beans and bring to a boil. 3. Reduce the heat and simmer uncovered for 10 minutes. 4. Add spinach, cook and stir for 2 minutes or until the spinach is wilted. 5. Drain pasta, top with tomato mixture, sprinkle with cheese. Pumpkin chili. Ingredients. Ingredients scale to 4 to 6 servings. 1 3-pound pie pumpkin, could also use butternut squash if preferred. 8 tablespoons Greek yogurt, half cup olive oil, half cup cornmeal, 2 medium turnips, 2 medium red bell peppers chopped, 1 large onion chopped, 6 cloves garlic chopped, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 4 cups low sodium vegetable broth, 2 10-ounce cans diced tomatoes with green chilies, 2 16-ounce cans chili beans drained, 2 cups frozen corn kernels, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 tablespoon ground cinnamon, 1 tablespoon ground cumin, several dashes vegetarian Worcestershire sauce, salt, freshly ground black pepper, balsamic vinegar. For serving, chopped green onions, shredded cheddar cheese, sour cream. 1. Peel the pumpkin or squash and cut it into 1-inch pieces. To make it easier to peel the pumpkin, cut it in half, remove the seeds, and set aside for roasting. Then microwave each half cut side down in a shallow dish of water for 5 minutes, or roast the halves at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. When the pumpkin's cool enough to handle, shave off the skin with a sharp knife. 2. In a 6-quart or larger Dutch oven or soup pot, heat the butter and olive oil over medium heat. When melted, whisk in the cornmeal until smooth, then stir in the pumpkin, turnip, bell peppers, onion, garlic, and tomato paste. Cook, stirring frequently, for 10 minutes. 3. Add the broth, diced tomatoes and their juices, beans, and corn. Stir in the chili powder, cinnamon, cumin, and Worcestershire sauce. Bring back to a simmer. Reduce the heat and simmer for at least 1 hour or until the pumpkin and turnip are tender. It gets even better if simmered longer. A whole afternoon if you have the time. 4. Before serving, taste and season with salt and pepper and a dash of balsamic vinegar. Serve hot with green onions, shredded cheddar cheese, and sour cream if desired. Chapter 6. Even more recipes to help you succeed. Beefless tacos. Take taco night in a new direction with these healthy vegan tacos. Mix 4 servings, total time 20 minutes. Ingredients. 1 16-ounce package extra firm tofu, drained, crumbled, and patted dry. 2 tablespoons reduced sodium tamari or soy sauce. 1 teaspoon chili powder. Half teaspoon garlic powder. Half teaspoon onion powder. 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil. 1 ripe avocado. 1 tablespoon vegan mayonnaise. 1 teaspoon lime juice. Pinch of salt. Half cup fresh salsa or pico de gallo. 2 cups shredded iceberg lettuce, 8 corn or flour tortillas warmed, pickled radishes for garnish. Method. Step 1. Combine tofu, tamari or soy sauce, chili powder, garlic powder, and onion powder in a medium bowl. Heat oil in a large nonstick skillet over medium-high heat. Add the tofu mixture and cook, stirring occasionally until nicely browned 8 to 10 minutes. Step 2. Meanwhile, mash the avocado, mayonnaise, lime juice, and salt in a small bowl until smooth. Step 3. Serve the taco meat with the avocado crema, salsa, or pico de gallo, and lettuce and tortillas. Serve topped with pickled radishes if desired. Nutrition value. 360 kcal, 21 grams fat, 3 grams saturated fat, 8 grams fiber, 16.6 grams protein, 32.6 grams carbs. Sweet potato and black bean chili. Recipe that everyone will love. Makes 4 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon plus 2 teaspoons extra virgin olive oil, 1 medium-large sweet potato peeled and diced, 1 large onion diced, 4 cloves of garlic minced, 2 tablespoons chili powder, 4 teaspoons ground cumin, half teaspoon ground chipotle chili, see note, quarter teaspoon salt, 2.5 cups water, 2 15-ounce cans black beans rinsed, 1 14-ounce can diced tomatoes, 4 teaspoons lime juice, half cup chopped cilantro. Method: Step 1. Heat oil in a Dutch oven over medium-high heat. Add sweet potato and onion and cook, stirring often until the onion is beginning to soften, about 4 minutes. Add garlic, chili powder, cumin, chipotle, and salt and cook, stirring constantly for 30 seconds. Add water and bring to a simmer. Cover, reduce the heat to maintain a gentle simmer, and cook until the sweet potato is tender, 10 to 12 minutes. Step 2. Add beans, tomatoes, and lime juice. Increase heat to high and return to a simmer, stirring often. Reduce heat and simmer until slightly reduced, about 5 minutes. Remove from the heat and stir in the cilantro. Nutrition value: 323 kcal, 7.6 grams fat, 1.1 grams saturated fat, 15.6 grams fiber, 12.5 grams protein, 54.7 grams carbs. Crispy gnocchi pasta with tomatoes and leeks. Recipe that everyone loves. Makes 4 servings, total time 20 minutes. Ingredients: 3 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil divided, 1 pound gnocchi, preferably whole wheat, 2 cups sliced leek, about 1 large, 1 pint cherry tomatoes halved, 1 tablespoon chopped fresh sage plus more for garnish, 1 large clove of garlic minced, quarter cup dry white wine, 2 tablespoons butter, quarter cup grated Parmesan cheese, quarter teaspoon ground pepper. Method: Step 1. Heat 2 tablespoons of oil in a large skillet over medium-high heat. Add gnocchi and cook, stirring occasionally until crispy, 5 to 7 minutes. Transfer to a plate. Step 2. Add the remaining 1 tablespoon oil and leek to the pan. Cook, stirring frequently until tender and crisp, about 2 minutes. Add tomatoes and cook until starting to soften, about 2 minutes. Add sage and garlic. Cook, stirring until fragrant, about 1 minute. Add wine and butter and cook until the butter melts, about 1 minute. Return the gnocchi to the pan and cook, stirring occasionally until hot, 1 to 2 minutes more. Step 3. Serve the gnocchi and vegetables topped with Parmesan, pepper, and more sage if desired. Nutrition value: 253 kcal, 11 grams fat, 8 grams saturated fat, 18 grams fiber, 27 grams protein, 11 grams carbs. Shepherd's pie. Recipe that everyone loves. Make 6 servings, total time 80 minutes. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, 2 cups chopped fresh button mushrooms, 2 cups chopped yellow onions, 1 cup chopped carrots, 1 tablespoon minced garlic, 1 15-ounce can no salt added crushed tomatoes, 4 cups low sodium vegetable broth, 1.5 cups dried brown or green lentils rinsed, 1 tablespoon chopped fresh thyme, 2 teaspoons chopped fresh rosemary, 1 teaspoon salt divided, 1 teaspoon ground pepper divided, 2 pounds Yukon Gold potatoes peeled and quartered, 6 tablespoons vegan butter such as Earth Balance, 2 tablespoons chopped fresh chives. Method: Step 1. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Heat oil in a large heavy pot over medium-high heat. Add mushrooms, onions, carrots, and garlic. Cook, stirring often until the vegetables are slightly softened, about 5 minutes. Add tomatoes, broth, lentils, thyme, rosemary, and half teaspoon each salt and pepper. Bring to a boil over medium-high heat. Cover and reduce to medium-low. Cook, stirring occasionally until the lentils are tender, about 35 minutes. Step 2. Meanwhile, place potatoes in another large pot. Add cold water to cover by 1 inch. Bring the boil to a high heat. Reduce heat to medium-high and cook, stirring occasionally until the potatoes are tender and pierced with a fork, about 15 minutes. Drain the potatoes and return to the pot. Add vegan butter and remaining half teaspoon salt. Mash with a potato masher till smooth. Transfer the lentil mixture to a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. Top with mashed potatoes, spreading them over the lentil mixture in an even layer. Sprinkle with the remaining half teaspoon pepper. Bake until lightly browned and bubbly, about 20 minutes. Nutrition value: 463 kcal, 12.2 grams fat, 3 grams saturated fat, 17 grams fiber, 18 grams protein, 72.5 grams carbs. Jackfruit barbacoa burrito bowls. Recipe that everyone loves. Makes 4 serving, total time 30 minutes. Ingredients: 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 cup chopped white onion, 6 garlic cloves crushed, 1 medium New Mexico chili stem and seeds removed, 1.5 cups unsalted vegetable broth, 2 20-ounce cans green jackfruit and brine rinsed and shredded, 1 teaspoon chili powder, half teaspoon kosher salt, half teaspoon ground pepper, 1 bay leaf, 3 cups hot cooked brown rice, 2 cups thin sliced iceberg lettuce, 1 1/3 cups chopped plum tomatoes, about 3 medium, 1 cup unsalted canned black beans rinsed, half cup chopped fresh cilantro, 1 lime quartered. Method: Step 1. Heat oil in a medium saucepan over medium-high heat. Add onion, garlic, and chili. Cook, stirring occasionally until the onion is tender and browned, about 6 minutes. Add broth, increase heat to high, and bring to a boil. Partially cover and reduce heat to medium. Cook until the chili is tender, about 10 minutes. Transfer the mixture to a blender. Place a clean towel over the opening and process until very smooth, about 45 seconds. Step 2. Return the chili sauce to the saucepan. Add jackfruit, chili powder, salt, pepper, and bay leaf. Bring to a simmer over medium-high heat. Reduce heat to medium-low. Partially cover and cook until slightly thickened. 6 to 8 minutes. Discard the bay leaf. Step 3. Place 3/4 cup rice in each 4 shallow bowls. Top each with 3/4 cup jackfruit mixture, half cup lettuce, 1/3 cup tomatoes, 1/4 cup beans, and 2 tablespoons cilantro. Serve with lime wedges. Nutritional value: 450 kcal, 9.4 grams fat, 1.4 grams saturated fat, 22 grams fiber, 10 grams protein, 80 grams carbs. Creamy fettuccine with Brussels sprouts and mushrooms. Recipe that everyone loves. Makes 4 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 12 ounces whole wheat fettuccine, 1 tablespoon extra virgin olive oil, 4 cups sliced mixed mushrooms such as cremini, oyster, and or shiitake, 4 cups thinly sliced Brussels sprouts, 1 tablespoon minced garlic, half cup dry sherry, C note, or 2 tablespoons sherry vinegar, 2 cups low-fat milk, 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour, half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon fresh ground pepper, 1 cup finely shredded Asiago cheese, plus more for garnish. Method: Step 1. Cook pasta in a large pot of boiling water until tender, 8 to 10 minutes. Drain and return the pot and set aside. Step 2. Meanwhile, heat oil in a large skillet over medium heat. Add mushrooms and Brussels sprouts and cook, stirring often until the mushrooms release their liquid, 8 to 10 minutes. Add garlic and cook, stirring until fragrant, about 1 minute. Add sherry or vinegar, scraping up any brown bits. Bring to a boil and cook, stirring until almost evaporated, 10 seconds if using vinegar, or about 1 minute if using sherry. Step 3. Whisk milk and flour in a bowl, add to the skillet with salt and pepper. Cook, stirring until the sauce bubbles and thickens, about 2 minutes. Stir in Asiago until melted. Add the sauce to the pasta, gently toss, serve with more cheese if desired. Nutrition value: 314 kcal, 11 grams fat, 4.4 grams saturated fat, 9.6 grams fiber, 18.4 grams protein, 56 grams carbs. Falafel salad with lemon tahini dressing. Recipe that everyone loves. Makes 4 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 1 cup dried chickpeas, 2 cups packed flat leaf parsley divided, 1/4 cup chopped red onion plus 1/4 cup thin slice divided, 2 cloves garlic, 5 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil divided, 3 tablespoons lemon juice divided, 1 tablespoon ground cumin, 1 teaspoon salt divided, 5 tablespoons tahini, 5 tablespoons warm water, 6 cups sliced romaine lettuce, 2 cups sliced cucumbers and or radishes, 1 pint grape tomatoes quartered. Method. Step 1. Soak chickpeas in cold water for 12 to 24 hours. Drain the chickpeas and transfer to a food processor. Add 1 cup parsley, chopped onion, garlic, 1 tablespoon oil, 1 tablespoon lemon juice, cumin, and ½ teaspoon salt. Process till finely and evenly ground. Shape into 12 patties, 1½ inches wide, using a generous 2 tablespoons each. Heat 2 tablespoons of oil in a large nonstick skillet over medium-high heat and reduce the heat to medium. Cook the falafel until golden brown, 3 to 5 minutes. Turn, swirl in 1 tablespoon oil and cook until golden brown on the other side, 3 to 5 minutes more. Step 2. Meanwhile, whisk tahini, water, and remaining 2 tablespoons lemon juice, 1 tablespoon oil, and ½ teaspoon salt into a large bowl. Transfer 1/4 cup to a small bowl, add romaine and the remaining 1 cup parsley to the large bowl and toss to coat. Top with cucumbers and or radishes, tomatoes, and sliced onion and the falafel. Nutrition value: 499 kcal, 31 grams fat, 4.2 grams saturated fat, 13.2 grams fiber, 16 grams protein, 45 grams carbs. Thai spaghetti squash with peanut sauce, recipe that everyone loves. Makes 4 serving, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 1 2.5 to 3 pound spaghetti squash, half lengthwise and seeded, ½ cup smooth natural peanut butter, ½ cup reduced sodium tamari or soy sauce, 1/4 cup water, 1 tablespoon rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon maple syrup, 1 teaspoon minced garlic, 1/4 to ½ teaspoon crushed red pepper, 1 cup frozen shelled edamame, thawed, see ingredient note, ½ cup thin sliced red bell pepper, sliced, cut in half crosswise, 1 medium carrot shredded, 1/4 cup sliced scallions, 1/4 cup chopped unsalted roasted peanuts, 1/4 cup chopped fresh cilantro, lime wedges for serving. Method. Step 1. Place squash halves cut side down in a microwave-safe dish. Add 2 tablespoons water. Microwave uncovered on high until flesh is tender, 10 to 15 minutes. Alternatively, place squash halves cut side down on a rimmed baking sheet. Bake in a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven until tender, 40 to 50 minutes. When cool enough to handle, scrape flesh into a large bowl with a fork and let it cool for 10 minutes. Step 2. Meanwhile, whisk peanut butter, tamari, or soy sauce, water, vinegar, maple syrup, garlic, and crushed red pepper in a small bowl until smooth. Step 3. When the squash is cooled, add edamame, bell pepper, carrot, and scallions to the bowl. Drizzle with peanut sauce, toss to coat, sprinkle with peanuts and cilantro, and serve with lime wedges. Nutritional value: 253 kcal, 11 grams fat, 8 grams saturated fat, 18 grams fiber, 27 grams protein, 11 grams carbs. Italian stuffed peppers. Stuffed peppers like Mom used to make, but these are vegan. Makes 8 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients for the filling: 1 tablespoon olive oil, 1 medium onion diced, 2 garlic cloves minced, 1½ cups vegetable broth, 3/4 cup long grain brown rice, 1 tablespoon vegan Worcestershire sauce, 2 teaspoons dried basil, 2 teaspoons dried thyme, ½ teaspoon fennel seeds, 1/4 teaspoon red pepper flakes, 3/4 cups dried brown lentils, 1 14-ounce or 400-gram can diced tomatoes, salt and pepper to taste. For the peppers, 4 large bell peppers any color, 1 tablespoon olive oil, 2½ cups marinara sauce. Method. Begin by making the filling. Coat the bottom of a medium pot with olive oil and place it over medium heat. When the oil is hot, add the onion and cook, stirring frequently for about 5 minutes until soft and translucent. Add the garlic and cook for another minute until very fragrant. Stir in the broth, rice, Worcestershire sauce, basil, thyme, fennel, and red pepper flakes. Raise the heat and bring the liquid to a boil. Lower the heat until the liquid's just simmering. Cover the pot and allow the rice to simmer for about 40 minutes until the rice is tender and the liquid is absorbed. While the rice cooks, place the lentils in a small saucepan and cover them with a few inches of water. Place the pot over high heat and bring the water to a boil. Lower the heat and allow the water to boil until the lentils are tender, about 20 minutes. While the rice and lentils simmer, begin preparing the peppers. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Remove the lid from the rice and stir in the lentils and tomatoes. Season the mixture with salt and pepper to taste, return the dish to the oven, and bake the peppers for 10 minutes more until the sauce and fillings are hot. Nutrition value: 267 kcal, 6.8 grams fat, 1.3 grams saturated fat, 10 grams fiber, 10 grams protein, 43.5 grams carbs. Pineapple fried rice. Juicy pineapple chunks are stir-fried with crispy rice, edamame, and fresh basil in this peanut-topped pineapple fried rice. Makes 4 servings, total time 30 minutes. Ingredients: 2 tablespoons canola oil, 2 cups diced pineapple, 4 scallions, white and green parts, 3 garlic cloves minced, 1 teaspoon fresh grated ginger, 1 medium red bell pepper diced, 3 cups cooked rice, preferably 1 to 2 days, old and chilled, 3 tablespoons soy sauce or tamari, 1 tablespoon sriracha or to taste, 1 cup shelled frozen edamame thawed, ½ cup chopped fresh basil leaves, ¼ cup roasted peanuts rough chopped. Method: Step 1. Place a large skillet over medium heat and coat the bottom with 1 tablespoon of oil. When the oil is hot, add the pineapple in an even layer. Cook the pineapple for about 3 minutes until the pieces begin to soften up and brown on the bottoms. Flip and cook for another 3 minutes. Remove the pineapple from the skillet and transfer it to a plate. Add remaining oil to the skillet and give the oil a minute to heat up, and then add white parts of the scallions, garlic, and ginger. Sauté for a minute until very fragrant. Raise the heat to high, add the bell pepper, and stir fry it for 1 minute. Add rice, soy sauce, and sriracha effusing to the skillet. Step 2. Continue to stir fry everything for 4 to 5 minutes until the rice begins to dry out and crisp up in spots. Return the pineapple to the skillet and add the edamame. Flip everything a few times to mix the ingredients. Remove the skillet from the heat and stir in the green parts of scallions, basil, and peanuts. Divide onto plates and serve. Nutrition value: 392 kcal, 13.3 grams fat, 1.2 grams saturated fat, 4.2 grams fiber, 10.2 grams protein, 60 grams carbs. Smoky black bean burgers. These aren't your ordinary black bean burgers. These patties are loaded with savory, spicy, and smoky flavor. Makes 4 servings, total time 20 minutes. Ingredients: 1 14-ounce or 400-gram can black beans drained and rinsed, 3/4 cup panko breadcrumbs, ½ cup rough chopped red onion, 2 garlic cloves minced, ¼ cup fresh cilantro, 1 tablespoon lime juice, 1 teaspoon ground cumin, 1 teaspoon chili powder, ½ teaspoon chipotle chili powder, 1 teaspoon salt, plus more to taste, 1 tablespoon olive oil, and 4 burger buns. Method: Step 1. Place beans, breadcrumbs, onion, garlic, cilantro, lime juice, cumin, chili powder, chipotle chili powder, and ½ teaspoon salt into the bowl of a food processor fitted with an S blade. Pulse the machine until the ingredients are finely chopped and well mixed. Taste test the mixture and season with additional salt if needed. Adjust any other seasonings to your liking. Shape the black bean mixture into 4 patties, coat the bottom of a large skillet with the oil, and place it over medium heat. Step 2. When the skillet is hot, place the patties into it. Avoid crowding the skillet and cook them in batches if needed. Cook the patties for about 5 minutes on each side until lightly browned. Stuff the patties into buns and top with a topping of choice, and serve. Nutritional value: 290 kcal, 6.4 grams fat, 1 gram saturated fat, 7.2 grams fiber, 12 grams protein, 46 grams carbs. Spicy cauliflower tacos. These mouth-watering cauliflower tacos are made with tender cauliflower florets smothered in spices and roasted to perfection. Make 6 servings, total time 30 minutes. Ingredients for the tacos: 1 medium cauliflower head broken into florets, 2 tablespoons cornstarch, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 tablespoon ground cumin, 1 teaspoon ancho chili powder, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon onion powder, half teaspoon garlic powder, half teaspoon salt, 1 cup shredded red cabbage for the avocado sauce, 1 ripe avocado pitted and peeled, quarter cup unsweetened and unflavored non-dairy milk, quarter cup fresh cilantro. Method: preheat the oven to 425 degrees and line a couple of baking sheets with parchment paper. Place the cauliflower florets into a large mixing bowl. Add oil, cornstarch, cumin, ancho chili powder, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and salt. Stir the ingredients together, then use your hands to evenly distribute the oil, cornstarch, spices, and salt onto the cauliflower. Arrange the cauliflower florets in an even layer in each of the baking sheets and place them in the oven. Roast the cauliflower till tender for 20 minutes. While it roasts, make the sauce by placing all ingredients into a blender or food processor bowl and blending until smooth. Then with additional milk and season with salt to taste. Warm the tortillas briefly in a lightly oiled skillet until they begin to crisp. When the cauliflower comes out of the oven, season it with additional salt to taste. Stuff tortillas with cauliflower, shredded cabbage, and avocado sauce and serve. Nutrition value: 253 kcal, 11 grams fat, 8 grams saturated fat, 18 grams fiber, 27 grams protein, 11 grams carbs. Green chickpea burgers. Packed with juicy Kalamata olives, zippy lemon, and fresh herbs, these Greek-inspired chickpea burgers are like a Mediterranean flavor party in your face. Makes 4 servings, total time 20 minutes. Ingredients: 1 cup rolled oats, 1 14-ounce can or 400-gram can chickpeas drained and rinsed, half cup chopped red onion, 1/3 cup rough chopped Kalamata olives, 2 tablespoons chopped scallions, 2 garlic cloves minced, 2 tablespoons fresh oregano leaves, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, half teaspoon salt or to taste, 2 tablespoons olive oil. For serving: 4 burger buns, lettuce, tomato slices, red onion, vegan mayo, yogurt, or hummus. Method: Step 1. Place the oats into the bowl of a food processor fitted with an S-blade. Blend them to a powder. Add chickpeas, red onion, Kalamata olives, scallions, garlic, oregano, lemon juice, and salt. Pulse the food processor till everything is finely chopped and well mixed, stopping to scrape down the sides of the bowl as needed. Shape the mixture into 4 patties. Coat the bottom of a medium skillet with olive oil and place it over medium heat. When the oil is hot, arrange the patties in the skillet. Cooking as many as you can fit without crowding. Cook the patties for 5 minutes on each side until golden and crisp. Cook any remaining patties in another batch, adding oil to the skillet as needed. Stuff the patties onto buns and top with the toppings of your choice, and serve. Nutrition value: 406 kcal, 12.8 grams fat, 2.1 grams saturated fat, 9.1 grams fiber, 12.4 grams protein, 62 grams carbs. Pasta with white wine sauce. You only need 6 ingredients and 10 minutes to make this delicious white wine pasta sauce. Makes 4 servings, total time 20 minutes. Ingredients: 10 ounces dried fettuccine pasta or your favorite pasta, quarter cup vegan butter, 4 garlic cloves minced, quarter teaspoon red pepper flakes optional or to taste, 1 teaspoon all-purpose flour, 2/3 cup dry white wine, 1/4 teaspoon salt, plus more to taste, 1.5 cup frozen peas thawed, half cup fresh basil rough chopped, black pepper to taste. Method: Step 1. Bring a large pot of salted water to a boil, add pasta and cook it according to package directions until al dente. Drain the pasta into a colander, and when it's done cooking, while the pasta cooks, melt the butter in a medium skillet over medium heat. Add the garlic, red pepper flakes, and flour. Cook everything, stirring frequently for about a minute until very fragrant. Stir in the wine and a quarter teaspoon salt. Raise the heat and bring the liquid to a boil. Lower the heat and allow the mixture to simmer for 5 minutes until reduced by about half. Carefully taste test the sauce. It will be hot, to ensure the alcohol taste has cooked off. Step 2. Stir in the pasta and the peas. Toss everything a few times and cook it with sauce for about a minute until heated throughout. Remove the skillet from the heat and stir in the basil. Season the pasta with additional salt and pepper to taste. Divide onto plates and serve. Nutritional value: 450 kcal, 12.3 grams fat, 3.7 grams saturated fat, 5.7 grams fiber, 12.7 grams protein, 64 grams carbs. Thai yellow curry with potatoes and tofu. With hearty potatoes, green beans, and pan-fried tofu, this yellow curry is hearty, comforting, and absolutely delicious. Makes 4 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 2 tablespoons peanut oil divided, 1 small onion sliced, 1 14-ounce or 400 milliliter can full-fat coconut milk, 1 medium russet potato scrubbed and cut into 1-inch pieces, 2 cups fresh green beans cut into 1 to 2-inch pieces, 1 14-ounce or 400-gram package extra firm tofu, 1 tablespoon soy sauce, 1 teaspoon organic brown sugar, 2 tablespoons cold water, 1 teaspoon cornstarch, 1/4 cup chopped fresh cilantro, cooked rice for serving optional. Method: coat the bottom of a large pot with 1 tablespoon of oil and place it over medium heat. Give the oil a minute to heat up, then stir in the onion. Sweat the onion for about 5 minutes until it softens up a bit and becomes translucent, and stir in the curry paste. Stir in coconut milk, potato, green beans, soy sauce, and brown sugar. Bring the liquid to a boil, lower the heat, and cover the pot. Allow the curry to simmer, covered, for about 20 minutes until the potato and green beans are soft. While the curry simmers, coat the bottom of a medium skillet with a tablespoon of oil and place it over medium heat. Once the oil is hot, add the tofu in a single layer. Cook the tofu for 10 minutes, flipping it once or twice until the pieces are browned on multiple sides. Remove the skillet from the heat and transfer the tofu to a plate. When the curry's finished simmering, remove the lid and stir in the tofu. Stir the cold water and cornstarch together in a small bowl or cup, sprinkle with cilantro, and serve over rice. Nutrition value: 466 kcal, 25 grams saturated fat, 8.3 grams fiber, 14.1 grams protein, 24 grams carbs. The best lasagna. Recipe that everyone loves. Makes 8 servings, total time 1 hour 30 minutes. Ingredients: 12 ounces dried lasagna noodles, 9 to 12 noodles, dash of olive oil, 8 ounces cremini mushrooms cleaned and sliced, 2 cups diced bell pepper, about 1 medium pepper, 2 cups diced zucchini, 4 teaspoons olive oil, salt and pepper, 1.5 cups raw cashews, ½ cup unflavored and unsweetened non-dairy milk, 2 garlic cloves, 7 ounces firm or extra firm tofu broken into chunks, ½ cup basil leaves, 3 tablespoons lemon juice, 3/4 teaspoon salt or to taste. Method: bring a large pot of salted water to a boil, add noodles and cook them according to the package instructions. Drain the noodles into a colander and return them to the pot. Toss them with a few dashes of olive oil to prevent sticking. While the noodles boil, preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Arrange the mushrooms, bell pepper, and zucchini in the baking sheet. Drizzle the mushrooms with 2 teaspoons olive oil and drizzle zucchini and pepper, each with 1 teaspoon. Gently use your hands to rub the oil into the veggies, distributing it evenly. Then sprinkle the veggies with salt and pepper. Roast the veggies until tender and browned in spots for about 25 minutes. Leave the oven on when you remove the veggies. While the veggies roast, place the cashews, milk, and garlic into the bowl of a food processor fitted with an S-blade. Blend the ingredients to a smooth paste, stopping to scrape down the sides of the bowl as needed. Add the tofu, basil, lemon juice, and salt to the food processor bowl. Pulse until the ingredients are finely chopped and the mixture has a chunky ricotta cheese-like consistency. Nutrition value: 400 kcal, 1 gram fat, 3.5 grams saturated fat, 5.8 grams fiber, 13.1 grams protein, 45.2 grams carbs. Crispy baked tofu nuggets. Stuff these crispy baked tofu nuggets in a sandwich, pile them on your favorite salad, or dip them in your favorite sauce. Makes 4 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients for the batter: 2/3 cup unflavored and unsweetened non-dairy milk, 2 tablespoons whole wheat flour or all-purpose, 2 tablespoons ground flaxseed, 1½ teaspoons red wine vinegar, ½ teaspoon salt. For panko coating, 1 cup panko breadcrumbs, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon paprika, ½ teaspoon ground cumin, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 package extra firm tofu, oil mister or cooking spray. Method. Step 1. In a small bowl, whisk together all ingredients for the batter. Allow the mixture to sit for at least 10 minutes. While the batter rests, stir together all the ingredients for the panko coating. Cut the tofu block in half lengthwise, then slice each half into 8 squares of equal thickness. Preheat the oven to 425 degrees and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Place one of the tofu squares into the batter and roll it around to coat. Step 2. Transfer the tofu to the panko coating and roll it around once to coat. Transfer the tofu square to the baking sheet. Repeat until all the tofu squares are coated and arranged on the baking sheet. Spray the tofu squares with oil to coat the tops. Bake for 10 minutes. Remove the baking sheet from the oven. Carefully flip the squares and spray again with oil to coat. Return the baking sheet to the oven and bake for 10 minutes more until brown and crispy, and serve. Nutrition value: 216 kcal, 10 grams fat, 0.8 grams saturated fat, 3 grams fiber, 13.4 grams protein, 20.6 grams carbs. Easy teriyaki noodles. These teriyaki noodles are loaded with flavor and come together in a flash. Makes 4 servings, total time 30 minutes. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon peanut oil, 2 garlic cloves minced, 1 tablespoon fresh grated ginger, 1/3 cup soy sauce, 1/4 cup water, 3 tablespoons organic brown sugar, 2 tablespoons rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons mirin, ½ teaspoon toasted sesame oil, 6 ounces dried udon noodles, 2 cups fresh broccoli florets, 1 cup julienne cut carrots, 1 cup fresh baby corn, 2 tablespoons chilled water, 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 1 cup frozen shelled edamame thawed. Method. Heat oil in a small saucepan over medium heat. When the oil's hot, add the white parts of your scallions, garlic, and ginger. Saute everything for a minute until very fragrant. Stir in soy sauce, ½ cup water, brown sugar or rice vinegar, mirin or sherry. Bring the liquid to a boil, lower the heat, and let the sauce simmer for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. While the sauce simmers, bring a large pot of water to a boil, add noodles, and begin cooking them according to package instructions. When the noodles have 1 minute of cook time left, stir in the broccoli, carrots, and baby corn. When the cook time for the noodles is up, drain them and the veggies into a colander. Return everything to the pot. When the sauce has simmered for 10 minutes, stir the cold water and cornstarch together in a small bowl. Then pour the mixture into the sauce. Bring the sauce back up to a simmer and let it cook for 1 minute until it thickens up. Pour the sauce over the noodles and veggies, add the edamame, and stir everything to combine. Nutrition value: 327 kcal, 6.6 grams fat, 0.8 grams saturated fat, 5.5 grams fiber, 12.2 grams protein, 54 grams carbs. Pasta fagioli. Beans and pasta are served up in a garlicky tomato sauce to create this cozy and comforting vegan pasta fagioli. Makes 4 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 1 tablespoon olive oil plus extra for pasta, 1 medium onion diced, 2 medium carrots diced, 2 medium celery stalks diced, 3 garlic cloves minced, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 5 cups vegetable broth, 1 tablespoon finely chopped fresh rosemary or 1 teaspoon dried, 1½ tablespoons fresh thyme leaves or 2 teaspoons dried, 1 14-ounce or 400-gram can diced tomatoes, 2 cans chickpeas, cannellini beans, great northern beans, or butter beans drained and rinsed, 2 cups small dried pasta shells. Method. Step 1. Coat the bottom of a large pot with 1 tablespoon olive oil and place it over medium heat. When the oil's hot, add onion, carrots, and celery. Sweat the veggies for 5 minutes until they begin to soften up. Add garlic and cook with the veggies for 1 minute until very fragrant. Push the veggies to the side of the pot, add tomato paste. Fry the tomato paste briefly, stirring it constantly for 1 minute. Stir in broth, rosemary, thyme, tomatoes, and beans. Raise the heat and bring the soup to a boil. Lower the heat and allow it to simmer until the veggies are soft, about 30 minutes. While the soup simmers, bring a large pot of water to a boil. Add pasta and cook it according to package instructions. Drain and return the pasta to the pot. Toss it with a few dashes of olive oil. When the soup is done simmering, stir in the pasta, remove the pot from the heat, and season the soup with salt and pepper to taste. Nutrition value: 312 kcal, 5 grams fat, 0.9 grams saturated fat, 9.7 grams fiber, 16.1 grams protein, 52 grams carbs. Cashew tempeh stir fry. This bell pepper and tempeh stir fry cooks up super fast and is served with roasted cashews and a sweet and savory maple hoisin sauce. Makes 3 servings, total time 30 minutes. Ingredients: 1.5 tablespoons rice vinegar, 1.5 tablespoons maple syrup, 1.5 tablespoons soy sauce, 3 tablespoons cold water, 2 teaspoons cornstarch, 3 garlic cloves minced, 1.5 teaspoons freshly grated ginger, 2 tablespoons peanut oil, 1 8-ounce or 227-gram packaged tempeh cut into half-inch cubes, 1 red or orange bell pepper rough chopped, 2 scallions, white and green parts separated and chopped, ½ cup roasted cashews. Method: Step 1. Whisk the hoisin sauce, rice vinegar, maple syrup, soy sauce, water, cornstarch, garlic, ginger, and white pepper together in a small bowl. Coat the bottom of a large skillet with 1 tablespoon oil and place it over medium heat. Once the oil is hot, add the tempeh cubes in an even layer. Cook the tempeh for 10 minutes, flipping halfway through until the pieces are lightly browned. Remove the tempeh from the skillet and transfer it to a plate. Coat the skillet with remaining tablespoon of oil and raise the heat to high. Add the bell pepper and white parts of scallions. Stir fry until the peppers are tender crisp, about 3 minutes. Return the tempeh to the skillet, then add the hoisin sauce mixture and cashews. Flip everything a few times with a spatula to distribute the ingredients. Continue cooking the mixture, flipping it frequently until the sauce thickens a bit and coats the tempeh and peppers. Remove the skillet from the heat. Serve the stir fry with rice and top with sesame seeds and green parts of your scallions. Nutrition value: 457 kcal, 27.5 grams fat, 5.4 grams saturated fat, 2.2 grams fiber, 19.4 grams protein, 36 grams carbs. Grilled avocado sandwich. This scrumptious avocado sandwich is filled with roasted red peppers and a zesty cilantro lime avocado mash, then grilled to crispy perfection. Makes 2 servings, total time 20 minutes. Ingredients: 1 ripe avocado, 1 tablespoon lime juice, 1/4 cup fresh cilantro, 1/4 teaspoon salt and more to taste, 4 slices sandwich bread, 2 tablespoons vegan butter, 8 jarred roasted red pepper slices, 1/4 cup coconut bacon, 1/4 cup baby arugula or spinach. Method: Step 1. Mash the avocado in a small bowl using a fork. Stir in lime juice, cilantro, and salt. Taste test the mixture and add more salt if needed. Place a medium nonstick skillet over medium heat. Slather one side of each bread slice with butter. Slather the opposite side of 2 of the slices with avocado mash, then top each with roasted red pepper slices, coconut bacon if using, and arugula or spinach. Close the sandwiches with the remaining bread slices buttered sides out. Step 2. Place 1 or both sandwiches in the hot skillet, as many as will fit at a time, and cook each sandwich for about 5 minutes on each side until golden and crispy. Serve the sandwiches immediately. Nutrition value: 535 kcal, 37.7 grams fat, 12.6 grams saturated fat, 9.5 grams fiber, 7.6 grams protein, 48.5 grams carbs. Sesame peanut noodles. Slurpable noodles are drenched in silky peanut sauce with a touch of sesame oil. Makes 4 servings, total time 35 minutes. Ingredients: 7 ounces dried spaghetti. For the peanut sesame sauce, 1/3 cup creamy natural peanut butter, 2 tablespoons soy sauce or tamari, 2 tablespoons rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 1 tablespoon sesame oil, about 1/3 cup water or as needed. For the pan-fried tofu, 1 tablespoon canola oil, 7 ounces extra firm tofu, 1 tablespoon canola oil or high heat oil of choice, 3 garlic cloves minced, 2 teaspoons fresh grated ginger, 4 scallions, 2 cups shredded red cabbage. Method: bring a large pot of salted water to a boil, add pasta, and cook according to package instructions. While pasta cooks, whisk the ingredients for the peanut sesame sauce together in a small bowl, thinning the mixture with as much water as you need. Next, make pan-fried tofu. Coat the bottom of a large skillet with canola oil and place it over medium heat. When the oil's hot, add tofu in an even layer. Cook for 10 minutes, flipping 1 or 2 times until the cubes are brown and crispy on multiple sides. Push the tofu to the sides of the skillet and add a tablespoon of canola oil to the center. Add garlic, ginger, and white parts of scallions. Sauté for 1 minute until very fragrant. Add noodles and sauce to the skillet and push the tofu back into the center with the rest of the ingredients. Flip everything a few times to coat the noodles and tofu with the sauce. Raise the heat to high and cook for about a minute, just until everything is heated throughout. Remove the skillet from the heat and stir in the cabbage. Top the noodles with the peanuts and green parts of the scallions and divide onto plates and serve. Nutrition value: 594 kcal, 29.4 grams fat, 4.6 grams saturated fat, 4 grams fiber, 20.5 grams protein, 11 grams carbs. Spicy vegan butternut squash mac and cheese. Macaroni is drenched in silky butternut sauce, spiked with spicy cayenne pepper to make this rich. Makes 4 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 1 pound butternut squash cut into 1/2-inch cubes, 1 medium yellow onion peeled and cut into 8 to 10 pieces, 5 garlic cloves peeled, 1 tablespoon olive oil, 10 ounces dried elbow macaroni, 1 cup unsweetened and unflavored non-dairy milk such as almond or soy, 1/2 cup full-fat coconut milk from a can, 2 tablespoons mild vinegar-based hot sauce such as Frank's or more to taste, 1/2 teaspoon salt plus more to taste, chop fresh chives for serving. Method: Step 1. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and line a baking sheet with parchment paper. Arrange the squash, onion, and garlic on the baking sheet and drizzle with the oil. Rub the oil in with your hands to evenly coat everything, then arrange the veggies in an even layer. Place the baking sheet into the oven and roast everything until tender, about 20 to 25 minutes. While the veggies roast, bring a large pot of water to a boil and cook the macaroni according to package instructions. Drain the macaroni in a colander and return it to the pot when it's finished cooking. When the veggies come out of the oven, let them cool for a few minutes, then place them into a blender or a food processor fitted with an S blade. Add the milk, coconut milk, hot sauce, nutritional yeast, and salt. Blend everything till smooth. Season the sauce with additional salt and or hot sauce to taste. Pour the sauce over the pasta and stir until everything is well mixed. Nutritional value: 447 kcal, 12.2 grams fat, 7.1 grams saturated fat, 7.1 grams fiber, 13.9 grams protein, 74 grams carbs. Mushroom paprikash. This creamy vegan paprikash substitutes mushrooms for meat. Makes 4 servings, total time 5 hours. Ingredients: 1 cup raw cashews soaked in water 4 to 8 hours, drained and rinsed. 1.5 cups vegetable broth, divided. 2 tablespoons olive oil, 1 pound cremini mushrooms cleaned and sliced, 1 tablespoon vegan butter, 1/2 pound yellow onion, about 2 medium onions thin sliced, 1 medium red bell pepper rough chopped, 2 garlic cloves minced, 2 tablespoons sweet paprika, 1 14-ounce or 400-gram canned diced tomatoes, 2 tablespoons lemon juice, salt and pepper to taste, cooked rice for serving. Method: place cashews and 1/2 cup of broth into a blender, blend until smooth, set aside. Coat the bottom of a large skillet with the oil and place it over medium heat. When the oil's hot, add the mushrooms in an even layer. Avoid crowding the skillet and cook them in batches if needed. Cook the mushrooms for 5 minutes on each side until browned and tender. Remove the mushrooms from the skillet and transfer them to a plate. Melt the butter in the skillet, then add the onion. Cook the onion for 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. Stir in pepper and continue cooking it with the onion for about 5 minutes. Stir in the garlic and paprika. Continue cooking and stirring everything for about 1 minute until the garlic becomes very fragrant. Return the mushrooms to the skillet and stir in the tomatoes and remaining broth. Raise the heat, bring the broth to a simmer, and cook the veggies, stirring occasionally for 10 minutes until the peppers are tender. Stir in the cashew mixture and continue cooking everything for 1 minute until very hot. Remove the skillet from the heat and stir in the lemon juice. Season the mixture with salt and pepper to taste. Nutrition value: 372 kcal, 26.1 grams fat, 5.1 grams saturated fat, 4.3 grams fiber, 9.9 grams protein, 27.1 grams carbs. Classic chickpea vegan meatloaf. This hearty vegan meatloaf is made from a base of seasoned chickpeas, baked to perfection and topped with a flavorful maple glaze. Makes 8 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 2 14-ounce or 400-gram canned chickpeas, 1 medium onion diced, 2 medium celery stalks chopped, 2 medium carrots diced, 2 garlic cloves minced, 2 cups panko breadcrumbs, ½ cup unflavored soy or almond milk, 3 tablespoons vegan Worcestershire sauce, 2 tablespoons soy sauce or tamari, 2 tablespoons olive oil, 2 tablespoons ground flax seeds, 2 tablespoons tomato paste, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1/4 cup tomato paste, 2 tablespoons maple syrup, 2 tablespoons apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon soy sauce or tamari, 1 teaspoon paprika. Method: Step 1. Preheat oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Lightly oil a 9-inch loaf pan and arrange a strip of parchment paper widthwise long along the center, with just a bit hanging over the sides. Working in batches if needed, place all the meatloaf ingredients into a food processor bowl and pulse until chickpeas are broken up and ingredients are well mixed. Stopping to scrape down the sides of the bowl as needed. Do not overblend. Step 2. Press the mixture into prepared loaf pan and bake for 30 minutes. While the meatloaf bakes, stir glazed ingredients together in a small bowl. Remove the loaf from the oven over 30 minutes and spoon glaze over the top of the loaf. Bake another 20 to 25 minutes, remove from the oven and allow it to cool at least 10 minutes before cutting. Nutrition value: 254 kcal, 5.8 grams fat, 0.8 grams saturated fat, 7.2 grams fiber, 8.4 grams protein, 46.2 grams carbs. Broccoli cheese risotto. This scrumptious risotto is packed with cheesy flavor and studded with tender broccoli florets. Make 6 servings, total time 60 minutes. Ingredients: 2 tablespoons vegan butter, 1 medium onion diced, 3 garlic cloves minced, 1½ cups arborio rice, 3 to 4 cups vegetable broth warmed, 4 cups fresh broccoli florets, ½ cup full fat coconut milk, 2 teaspoons white wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon hot sauce such as Cholula or Crystal or to taste, optional, salt and pepper to taste, fresh chives for serving. Method: melt the butter in a large pot over medium heat. Once the butter melts and begins to bubble, add the onion. Cook the onion for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally, until soft and translucent. Stir in the garlic and cook it with the onion for about 1 minute until very fragrant. Stir in the rice. Cook the rice for 1 to 2 minutes, stirring frequently until it turns slightly translucent. Stir in about ½ cup of broth, bringing it to a simmer, and cook the rice with the broth for 2 to 3 minutes, stirring very frequently until most of the broth has evaporated or been absorbed by the rice. Continue adding broth in ½ cup increments until the rice is almost done, but the grains are still a bit firm at their centers. Add 1 more ½ cup broth along with the broccoli. Continue stirring and cooking until the liquid's been absorbed or cooked off. Stir in coconut milk, nutritional yeast, miso, and vinegar. Continue cooking and stirring until the broccoli is tender and the rice is very soft and creamy. Remove the pot from the heat and season the risotto with hot sauce, optional, and salt and pepper to taste. Adjust any other seasonings to taste. Nutrition value: 324 kcal, 9.4 grams fat, 5.5 grams saturated fat, 5.4 grams fiber, 9 grams protein, 49.2 grams carbs. Chapter 7. Tips for Success. This book is intended to give you all the necessary resources and tips for a successful diet. This includes giving you some easy tips that are important for transitioning to any new diet, but specifically the flexitarian diet. Tip 1. Educate yourself. This is imperative for the flexitarian diet as you'll be changing the way in which you get your protein. You want to make sure you're eating enough protein and enough nutrients to care for your body. It may be helpful to look up tips for a vegetarian diet as they have some similarities. And you may want to make sure you aren't robbing your body of anything essential. Tip 2. Find alternatives. Since you likely don't eat mostly plant-based foods at the moment, it's important to find alternative options. Think of your favorite meals you eat now and consider how you could modify them to fit with this diet. It's actually easier than you may think. For example, maybe your favorite meal is tacos, but you normally put chicken or beef. You can still have plenty of tacos on this diet, but maybe try tofu or jackfruit instead to make them more plant-based. Tip 3. Make a gradual change. This tip is somewhat optional depending on whether or not you're the type of person that loves to dive right into new things or if you like to slowly make changes. For ease, it's recommended that you start out slowly so you and your body can adjust to a new diet. Start with 2 meatless days per week, then move to 3 to 4, and eventually you'll have a diet where you eat mostly plant-based for most days of the week. Tip 4. Remember, this diet is supposed to be flexible. While the tips above are going to help you begin the diet, it's important to remember that this diet isn't supposed to be incredibly strict. Yes, you should switch to mostly eating plant-based, but eating animal products occasionally is a-okay on this diet. The idea behind this is that if you don't have to be completely restrictive, you'll be able to stick to this diet long term. Again, it is a lifestyle change more so than a stereotypical diet. Tip 5. Don't cheat in social situations. One of the times it may be most tempting to cheat is in a social situation or going out to eat. However, while eating animal products is fine, eating a ton of processed foods and or sugar isn't. The diet is truly about health and making smart choices that are better for your body. So getting fast food with friends or not caring when you order out is not wise. There's actually an app called A Billion Veg that shows plant-based dishes at restaurants all over the world. Tip 6. Build a routine and stick to it. Humans are creatures of habit, so it's important to build a routine when trying something new. Try to prep your meals 2 to 3 times a week so that you won't be tempted to just grab something when you don't have something prepared. Prepping sides like roasted vegetables once or twice a week can be a lifesaver when it comes to sticking to your plan. If you work Monday through Friday, try to prep what you can on Sunday so that you have a spare dish or 2 available throughout the week. Chapter 8. Things to be cautious of on the flexitarian diet. The flexitarian diet offers many health benefits, but there are a couple of things to be cautious of when beginning this diet. Plant-based diets can be incredibly good for you when well planned, but you do have to be somewhat careful of nutrient deficiencies when cutting back on meat and other animal products. It's important to choose alternatives that will provide adequate nutrition. Possible nutrient deficiencies could occur while on the flexitarian diet include vitamin B12, zinc, iron, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids. These deficiencies are unlikely to occur if they're planned for. Vitamin B12 is one of the most likely as it's a vitamin only found in animal products. Flexitarians who limit their animal products significantly may want to use a B12 supplement to make sure this isn't an issue. Flexitarians may find that they have lower stores of iron and zinc because these minerals are best absorbed from animal foods. This can be avoided by carefully choosing foods and or taking iron and zinc supplements. Foods that contain both iron and zinc and are flexitarian friendly are most nuts and seeds, legumes, and whole grains. Calcium is often included in our diet in the form of milk, but since flexitarians often opt for plant-based alternatives instead, they need to make sure they're getting an adequate amount of calcium. Plant foods that are rich in calcium include bok choy, chard, broccoli, sesame seeds, and kale. For omega-3 fatty acids, you would often get this from eating fish. Alternatives that are plant-based include walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds. The best part of the flexitarian diet is that you do have the flexibility to consume some animal products, meaning that if you're feeling fatigued or have a feeling you may be lacking in some nutrient, you are able to eat the food groups that you would normally get them from. However, a balanced and well-planned out flexitarian diet is unlikely to cause any deficiencies, as you can look for plant-based alternatives and/or supplements. Conclusion: what to expect from the flexitarian diet. Following the flexitarian diet should have many health benefits, from having more energy and less fatigue to losing weight to lower risk of many health issues. The best part of this diet is that it truly is a lifestyle change rather than a fad, short-lived diet that is difficult to stick to. Overall, you will be choosing a healthier diet that includes less processed foods which are filled with sodium, sugar, and unhealthy fats. Instead, you'll be eating more plant-based foods that are rich with healthy fats and nutrients that are good for your mind, your waistline, and your heart. At first, you may feel a bit of an adjustment as you have to change the way you eat, the way you prep your food, and even the way you think about food. However, soon enough, you'll feel all the benefits of this diet. It's budget-friendly, flexible, and healthy. This diet doesn't just focus on losing weight, although that's certainly a benefit you'll likely encounter once you've been on the diet for a while, but instead focuses on smart choices and foods that are good for you. This book has provided you with everything you need for a successful flexitarian journey. From an education on how this diet is beneficial to recipes for when you don't know what to cook to tips that are guaranteed to help you succeed. Before you know it, you'll be the flexitarian you've always dreamed of being, and your body will thank you. Afterwards. Thank you so much for taking the time to purchase and read a complete guide, Flexitarian Diet for Beginners, How to Lose Weight, Live a Healthier Life, and Prevent Disease by Eating Mostly Vegetarian. The success of this book would not be possible without readers like you. If you enjoyed this book and have a moment to leave a review, it would be greatly appreciated. I would love to hear what you found helpful, your progress with the diet, and how this book led to a healthier lifestyle.